The Chumi Valley provides really interesting case studies for considering land reform and its future. The golf course RDP settlement is an interesting case for considering some of the unintended consequences of the government housing policies. In some ways, a golf course is very much like all RDP areas.
Golf course is an area 2.5 to 3 kilometers away from Alice Town. It is an RDP settlement. People of golf course complain a lot about lack of service delivery. The basic needs, water, electricity, roads, they complain about that, and also basic facilities.
These RDP areas lack the basic facilities that are common in wealthier suburbs. Facilities that working class people feel strongly they deserve too.
The house renovation, no clinics, no primary and high schools, no old age center, no playgrounds, no supermarkets, no post office, no municipality yethu apha, no MTN, ATM zethu, no salon zabantu zokwenza inwele zethu.
What is unusual about golf course is the process of gentrification which occurs within the community.
When we speak about gentrification, we refer to a process where people of a higher economic bracket move into an area of a lower income bracket, and they begin to develop the properties so that they make them to be more expensive and improving their value as well.
Just across the road from each other, two women live in RDP houses that look identical on the outside. But in entering Yoliswa Forslag's home, it is clear that this is a middle-class family. Their family have lived here happily for a number of years, looking after a house for a relative.
Yoliswa Forslag. Ndifike apha I think it was 2013. 2013.
Across the road, her neighbor, Nontobeko Boy, is living in a house that belongs to her daughter, who qualified for it due to her lower income.
Nontobeko Boy. Ndandisuka kwaNtsela manzi. Ikhaya lam lipha kaNtsela manzi. Ndazawuhlala apha nabantwana bam. Akho nto ndatshintsha, ndafika ndahlala kule ndlu. Kuba kaloku ndiphila nje ngenkamnkam. Inkamnkam kam ndiyafundisa abantwana bam, ndiyatya endlini, ndingabi nandlela yokwenza amagumbi nokwenza yonke into. Kangaba negadi le yam ndavela ndafuna nje amacingo nje ndafaka. Kuba kaloku andinanto ndinayo. Ndiphelele kule peyi.
In this area, many lower-income households have to find creative ways to supplement their income. Miss Boy grows vegetables in her garden with the influx of new neighbors. Many people have found in them a source of income too. The gentrification in golf course has brought about many positive aspects, one of which is peace jobs.
And in some instances, these people who are coming in are able to provide jobs, small-scale jobs to the poorest of the poor, such as jobs to look after children, to look after property, to do the gardening, those kinds of things.
Abantu balapha abasebenzi. Abanye bayajoba, abanye ngabantu benkamnkam. Kufanele kubekho ke le nto uyibonayo, le ndlela. Baphangele ke abo apha endleleni.
The Breaking New Ground policy, which has been implemented at golf course, aims to integrate the lower class communities with higher class communities.
It is more interested in having human settlements that are more sustainable, housing that is at a higher range, having people, different classes living together in one community. It is kind of trying to fight the segregation that was done in colonial and apartheid era. So it is trying to integrate people.
Within the golf course community, ownership of the houses is not necessarily with the person whose name is on the title deed. Many people rent out their homes to others. Unlike common perception, this is a perfectly legal practice, and the government's Breaking New Ground policy recognizes that low-income families may use their homes to get access to extra income. Many students, like Sibulelo Titiman, rents a home in the golf course settlement and is a university student at nearby Fort Hare.
Okay, igama lam ndingusibulele Titimani, ndingowaseqonce ezweni chosen 9, ndifunda e-University of Fort Hare, ndenza human settlements unyaka wam ogqibela last year, so I'm graduating this year.
Many students, like Sibulelo Titiman, find the housing in golf course much more affordable than staying in a residence at the university. That is what makes it worth staying here, despite the problems like security and bad service delivery. Some students on bursaries even rent out their residence rooms to others while staying here in golf course, thus making a profit.
Firstly, what I recognized here is that most of the people here are people that work in town. So most of them are cars, yes, and then some of the houses, like the people here, they don't really stay here. Like you get that there's like in a family of 5, right? The husband and the wife. Both the husband and the wife have RDP houses, but then they're gonna use one, and then the other one they're gonna rent it out, and then normally, like usually, the people that rent them out are like Lovedale students, like Lovedale Tivet College, and then Fort Hare students.
After a low-income person has had their house for 8 years, they are legally allowed to sell it. Only then does it make sense for the new owner to renovate the house and add rooms.
Sazobhalisa kwakuthama kubhaliswa abantu abafuna izindlu. Sazobhalisa. Umuntu ophathe ayijapha bazobhalisa.
The gentrification that has occurred here in golf course is an unexpected outcome of the government's housing policy. What it really points to is the lack of adequate housing provision for the lower middle classes. For them, the expensive suburbs remain out of reach, and renovating an RDP is a much more attractive option.